let's say United as an example. You got Fernandes, Mount, Casemiro, Eriksen. I think Jurgen Klopp would swap his midfield now for United's. These lads that he's got now, we know they're good players, but they're not the same Liverpool as they were 4 or 5 years ago. So he does need now, unfortunately, to sort of go and get one from the top shelf and
Casemiro's giveaway. Gravenberch again. He's been really purposeful. And Salah. They're queuing up, and Szoboszlai with Luis Diaz at the back post. Casemiro's head is hung.
I mean, Casemiro, for a player of such experience, the amount of times he gives the ball away in bad areas, he's got no pressure on him whatsoever. It's the first time pass that he tries.
Mainu bullied off it by McAllister. Taken on by Szoboszlai. Sifted on for Salah, 3-0!
But the midfields of these two is this, what I was going to talk about before. You think of Gravenberch,
but before you even start on that, would you still swap?
And McAllister.
Would you still swap midfields?
Gravenberch, McAllister and Szoboszlai. And you think of Manchester United having Casemiro, Fernandes, Eriksen, McTominay, Mount, now Ugarte, Mainu. And they've absolutely destroyed them, that three in midfield for Liverpool today. And that shouldn't be happening. I think that's a real pressure point for Erik ten Hag, that this Liverpool three in midfield have outplayed, they've outthought the way in which they sort of are set up, found space. He's got to try and get more out of the players that he's got at his disposal, because they're not bad players, and on paper you may even not swap them, but on the pitch you look at them and it's...
Now you've finished, will you answer my question?
Then you need midfielders that can run, and we had 3 of them today that kept on running, and if they arrive in a duel, that they are aggressive enough to win it. So that was, I think, one of the main things why we could win today.
But then 2 massive mistakes, I think, from Casemiro, and got dragged at half-time. He gave the ball away 13 times in the first half alone, Casemiro, and we'll have a look at him here, Mark. I mean, we know what he's done in his career, but it just looked he was miles off it today. Again, he's in a good position for a number 6, of course, and you see it comes back to him here now. You know, he's got options. What does he do? Can he go to the right back, take a touch to Mazraoui? Dallow's really high up as the left back as well. The last thing he can do is take this first time. He can take a touch. He's got more time. He thinks now Manchester United are bang in trouble. Look at this. Numbers going forward. There's three defenders and of course 5 attackers. This is at home to one of the the form teams of the Premier League. And of course they're queued up at the back post. Brilliant ball from Salah, and Diaz comes in off the wing, and it's a fantastic header. And I'm afraid it's Casemiro again. You know, he's had such a bad day at the office. Again, you talk about the press. You know, Arne Slot talks about his press. Diaz presses from the front. He nicks the ball off Casemiro, and again, it's poor from him. He should get it away to maybe Xerxes in a way.
The third goal and where Mainu was compared to everybody else, because when you compare and contrast that to Liverpool's midfield today, you have seen structure in every phase of play, really.
We saw KB Mainu looking like he didn't have any options, whereas the balance in Liverpool's midfield today was completely different. And they've talked a lot about buying a top-class number 6, but the way they play today, they don't necessarily need that because of their setup. So you have McAllister and Gravenberch were those sort of 2 next to each other as 2 6s, and Szoboszlai took up this position higher on the left-hand side. You see there's an acre of space there if he chooses to take that pass. When we can miss out that press from Manchester United, play through them, because you can play through Manchester United when they play like they did today, and they found a really good way of doing it without losing balance to the team.
Manchester United's midfield has been an issue for a long time. It's been an issue ever since Erik ten Hag arrived and wanted to sign Frankie de Jong. Didn't get Frankie de Jong. Right? They've tried again with their midfield this summer. Do the hierarchy need to take some blame here in that the man that they've chased all summer, apparently, in Ugarte, arrives on deadline day, can't be registered, and he's waving at the fans rather than playing in front of them? I mean, it's not all on Ten Hag, this, is it?
No, it's not on Ten Hag, but you look at the squad today, you look at the bench, even they make changes, the bench is wafer thin. They've made a lot of investment. This guy should be starting today. It definitely should be. And again, you speak, Dan Ashworth's gone in there, Jason Wilcox. They are people above. But have they come in too late? Should this been done? Who do you blame? Do you blame Ten Hag? Do you blame the powers that be above? But at the same time, Jim Ratcliffe was there as well.